Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Okay, that's a bit loud for my taste, so turn you down just a bit. Down, 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 down. Okay. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Okay. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Okay, it seems to be a little bit better. Let's turn this up just a smidge and turn the music up a smidge as well. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Okay, let's continue with the music playing until the time's up, until I start the stream. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Okay, sounds good so far. I wonder if there's a way I could view the chat on Streamlabs. Ooh, how's that sound like? Ooh, how's that sound like? Okay, it sounds okay. Okay, I'll give it about a minute and a half until we start. "25 seconds. Alrighty, I think that should do it for now with the music. So let's start this live stream off. Anyways, if you're just tuning in, hello, my name is XeanRPG. Welcome to my live stream. The last live stream I did was talking about the beginning days of XeanRPG, as well as reacting to my first sessions of .hack Infection and Dark Cloud. Okay, let me check the volume on my stream. As well as reacting to my first... Okay, sounds good. Now in this stream, I said I was going to continue reacting to my first sessions, but before I do, I need to clear up a few things. For starters, when I was showing my DeviantArt, I guess I can take this off. When I was showing you my DeviantArt, I mentioned this one original character named Quake being made out of various materials I found during my childhood. And at the moment, I couldn't show you some of my childhood creations. Well, here are a few of these. Yeah, these are supposed to be robots made out of screws, widgets, bolts, pen ends, soda can lids. Yeah, that should give you a better idea as to how I spent my childhood. And let's see, one other thing is, oh yeah, one thing I failed to mention about my DeviantArt was, aside from my art, there was also a story I was working on at the tail end of high school and after graduation. I know a few people have downloaded it back then, but I'm not sure if anyone's able to recognize it, but my concept of my original story back then was called Ice Queen. It only had 5 chapters, and unfortunately, the computer that stored those files has long since been reformatted, so I have since lost those files. Oh well. Even if people were to stumble on this live stream, I'm not going to ask them if they could, if they do have it, then send me that concept through email. Who knows? I mean, I still remember my original concept for my story, but, oh well. It'd be pretty cool to have those concepts back. And the next thing I want to talk about is the .hack quarantine story that I've teased during my reaction to .hack Infection. Let's see, I believe this was the summer of 2018. I attended a convention in Tulsa, Tokyo and Tulsa, and I went there and tried looking for games and accessories. And there was one stand that was selling PlayStation 2 games, and they had a copy of .hack Quarantine. And keep in mind, I was only 1 year into my new job at the time, so I was saving money. I didn't have a lot of spending money. And at the time, it was around $150, which I thought was pretty steep. And I looked at it and I'm like, maybe next time. And literally the guy behind me saw that same game and he's like, ooh, Quarantine. And he immediately bought it. So yeah, I have .hack Infection, Mutation, and Outbreak. The next time I see Quarantine will possibly be an impulse buy, so I'll be readying my wallet with maybe $100 or $2 just in case if I do see it. And let's see. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is last live stream. I keep mixing up terms for jokes and references. Like whenever I quote something, I call that a joke. That's not a joke, that's a reference. Usually when I'm joking, it's supposed to be poking fun at a certain aspect of a type of media. But whenever I'm quoting something, that's a reference. So I need to keep that in mind, especially when I'm watching my reactions to my old videos. Okay, apart from all that, that's all I wanted to say right now. So let's go ahead and continue reacting to Final Fantasy VII. And let's see, my stream's still good. Whoops, did not mean to open that. Did not mean to open that. Okay, let me see if, yep, I'm ready. And let me close that and switch to my channel. And close YouTube. There we go. I got a lot of things to say about this Let's Play. It's definitely not one of the best. Definitely one of the few things I should do better on. Alright, now one thing to... let me see if... Okay, good. Now, one thing to say here is, after finishing Dot Infection, then I immediately went into Final Fantasy VII. After playing after playing one game and still continuing playing the game, let me go back a bit. After playing one game and continuing playing another game, which I thought were unpopular at the time, I thought it'd be a good idea to play a game that I know is popular, Final Fantasy VII. I mean, people love Final Fantasy VII back in 2014, right? I mean, you know, I was a relatively new channel, so shouldn't really expect a lot of views coming my way, so yeah. Anyways, let's see if this holds up. At the time of this recording, it is February 18th. I think I said that to give people a better idea as to how I produce videos. February 18th, and yeah, I made these videos on February 18th, which means I finished Dot Infection early. But I said that because by the time I uploaded Final Fantasy VII was probably in March, maybe even early April. So my usual plans whenever I do a Let's Play was prepare at least 30 to 40 videos before I post them. Anyways. And this time I started at... I started in the main menu of the original PlayStation, put the disc in, and that's when I started recording. And forgive me if I'm coughing and if I have to close my face cam for a split second. I'm getting over some allergies. And I recorded this game, not an S-video because I didn't have the input cables at the time, but through composite video. The only high quality about this playthrough is the background that I used. And again, just like both Dot Infection and Dark Cloud, the opening is in part 1. Man. The opening credits really should have been its own separate video. And what's funny about part 1, as well as some other parts in this Let's Play, is that they ended up getting copyright claim after a time. And I thought re-uploading part 1 would do the trick. No. And let's see. This is actually the first Final Fantasy game that I've played where I heard this theme. And it wasn't until a little bit afterwards that I've learned that other Final Fantasy games had this theme. And no kidding, the first Final Fantasy game had this theme as well. This kind of makes me want to go back to playing Final Fantasy VII again. I know where I'm at. I'm having trouble defeating... Oh, what's his name? Carry Armor. Of all the bosses that I am stuck on, and I know I'm strong enough to get through, I'm stuck on Carry Armor. I'm almost 3 minutes in, and the opening credits hasn't stopped. Ooh, you hear that? Yeah, I did. Like, when I was recording the gameplay footage, I had the audio with it, but as soon as I get to my camera, then that audio from that gameplay is gone, and it's in favor of the camera audio. Yeah, I didn't combine both audio from separate sources at the same time. It didn't make sense to me, so, and since I didn't have headphones and a proper mic, then I thought this would have been learn to save some money, dude.
If you've guessed this game, then welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this next playthrough of Xean Plays Final Fantasy VII for the PlayStation 1.
Guess this game. Yeah, I used to do game hits at the end of every Let's Play. I forgot why I stopped. Oh well.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yes?
.hack ended on a short note, so why not play the next game that is much longer, which is this. So let's go. Oh yeah.
To be fair, if the EMOC.hack games were combined to one game, that would probably make the most sense. It'd be a huge drag, but it would make sense.
Word of, I wouldn't say warning, but for those of you who are playing this for the first time, you poor fool.
Dude, apart from playing through the game for a short while, this is technically your first time playing this game. How do you know the game's good or not, sir?
Anyways, the circle button is the confirm button, and the X button is the back button, so circle.
You can change that. In fact, I know that after trying to replay that game, I switched it to where X is confirmed, circle is cancel. But that's only when you load your save file. Those controls are like that if you did switch it. In the menu, circle is still confirmed.
Remember that when you want to play this game.
Oh yeah. Maybe I should move my...
And if I sound a little bit deeper, it's because it's not a sore throat, it's more like a dry throat. I'm not sure why.
I think I remember, yeah. I got sick often back then. Wasn't exactly that healthy of a guy.
This is day 2 of the dry throat. A lot happens in a week.
Believe me, I'm recovering from
one thing
allergies.
I did do throughout the entire week of my break, and that is upgrade every weapon I have in Dark Cloud. That was stupid.
Again, one of these days I'll replay Dark Cloud again just to see if my opinion changes.
Anyways, I'll just shut up and have you guys watch this.
He's drinking water and I'm drinking tea. And to answer a question that, I mean, I assume someone's thinking of this, but I don't expect them to say it right now. Will I play the Final Fantasy VII Remake anytime soon? Uh, Probably not. I still have a lot of games that I want to play in my collection. And I don't have a PlayStation 5 yet, so that leaves me with plenty of time to get most of my games finished. The problem, I mean, I heard they're great games, but the problem is certain sections of the game. Like, I know for a fact that the first Final Fantasy game ends as soon as you leave Midgar, but they added a lot more things into the game to make the runtime appropriate. And I'm all like, that's a bit too much. And since there's a part two, that's probably just the same amount of time you would spend in the first game. Yeah, that's a bit too much. I kind of changed my opinion on some RPGs nowadays where I think length, like certain lengths of an RPG matter. Like, there could be enjoyable long lengths and short ones. I kind of would favor the remake to be just as long as the original. I mean, 35 to 40 hours, that's not bad, but since we are having parts, yeah, that's a bit too much for me. Oh well. This gives me plenty of time to finish the original Final Fantasy VII again. Oh gosh. I can hear the window open in this video. I think my parents turned on the sprinklers. So if you're wondering what that sound is, yeah, there you go. And again, my face cam is kind of covering some of the gameplay. And here's a weird thing that the original PlayStation games have is some of the borders around the screen changes. Like, you could see black bars on the top and bottom. Star Ocean, the second story, had this problem as well. Although, I think this could be mitigated if I didn't add a background to the video, which, if I were to record for the original PlayStation again, I wouldn't add a background ever again. Just for the continuity, it makes sense.
Now I can talk because everything is in game. Okay, let's see what's going on here.
You can react during a cutscene, man. I've done that plenty of times in the later years.
I can gather a group of bandits
Kind of.
trying to get something. I'm not sure what. Just kidding. I've played like the first 15 hours of this game.
Ooh.
Until I get to that point, once again, just like Dot Hack, I'll be blind.
And I think I know where that point in the game I'm talking about. It's when Barrett faces off against Dine. After beating him, that's when I have no knowledge of what's going on from then on. And I should probably bring this up. Sometimes I get people asking me what the term blind Let's Play means. Some of them thought I meant literal blind. No, that means you have little to no knowledge of the game you're about to play. You haven't looked at any teaser trailers or gameplay footage, so you're pretty much starting a Let's Play fresh. So yeah, that's pretty much the term blind Let's Play.
Anyways, let's go. The game does not explain that you have to run, so holding a cancel button will run.
I haven't played much RPGs before the PlayStation, but some of them do have sprint buttons. Actually, I think the Final Fantasy games before 7 had sprint shoes. It wasn't until the Game Boy Advance re-releases the Game Boy Advance re-releases that had a sprint button.
Could have told us that earlier. Person I'm not gonna name until a few minutes. So yeah, pretty much like your typical turn-based. Except this is, I forgot what it's called. Yes, it's turn-based, but it has a timer at the...
It's active time battle. That's what it is. And it's been a thing since Final Fantasy IV. And there's one more thing I want to say. I don't know how to view the chat in Streamlabs if there is an option. So if someone has appeared now and I'm not responding to any comments coming forward, that's why I can't see you.
The bottom right-hand corner.
Yep, active time battle.
I'm gonna have to switch that in my options. Oh yeah, by the way, before I even took my break, I actually did test the recording of this game. It actually went pretty freaking well.
Well, that's good to hear.
Anyways, confirm and go to battle speed and go all the way to fast. Yes.
Little did you know that if you turn that fast, the enemies will attack just as fast. Well, not literal fast, but they'll take turns much quicker. I've learned this kind of the hard way when playing Final Fantasy VIII. I made it about as far as, I think, midway through Disc 3 when I was alone with Renoa on a spaceship fighting these weird, gigantic aliens, and they hit me 2 to 3 times before I even got a turn. And again, I finally learned how to play Final Fantasy VIII, so I'm sure by the time I get to that point again, I'll know what to do.
Enemies will attack, but it's better than waiting. Anyways, let's go.
I don't know, I think I like both styles of RPGs. Both options in the same RPG.
It is Cloud.
And another thing I want to mention, like I said last stream, if a character has a default canon name, then I'll stick with it. And the only option was in Personas 3 and 4. While the characters in Persona 3 and 4 have canon names, they're not displayed immediately. It's left blank, so you could just put in a name if you want to.
And I had trouble reading the last time I did a test of this. Darn.
Get new glasses, dude.
Cloud. Alrighty. I'm gonna turn this down for a bit.
Yeah, that was a bit loud.
Oh, I wonder if this could hear well.
Yeah, I could hear it well.
Yeah, never be in a group. You'll be caught easily.
It would help your video if you had headphones. Oh gosh, wait until we get to the Chrono Trigger reaction, and I'll tell you about the first headset that I had.
And yet you're giving us your name. Barrett. I assume that's his name. I think I've heard it say it like that in the movie. Oh yeah. Oh, now you give me that.
Yeah, I watched Advent Children before playing this game. That doesn't make sense. Well, right now, I actually, a few years ago, bought the complete edition of Advent Children, and I have yet to watch that. I should probably watch that sometime soon.
Pushing the cancel button will make you run. Thank you. Anyways, biggest mistake, watching the Final Fantasy VII movie before playing this game.
Pretty much, yes.
And again, I've been told what has happened during this entire game.
Not entirely. I mean, apart from Aerith, I really had no idea what went on in this game.
Including the most... I'm not going to say it until we get there. Then again, I haven't seen how it worked myself. And wow, no battle. Okay, spoke too soon. I'm
Yep.
really going to have to cut these, although since these are simple, I don't have to.
Even the simplest of battles can be skipped.
See?
Oh, nah, I'll
They're
talk
most
about
likely,
that afterwards.
above 30 health points.
Hit points, not health points.
But yeah, I'm really excited to play this game. Okay, that guy's just guarding over there, so let's go up. Can't wait to finish it as well. Never made it off to Disc 2. Although, from what I've heard from this one guy, Disc 2 was boring. Although I can never tell. That wasn't me who said it.
I don't remember it being boring.
I work for Shinra, you know. I did work for Shinra. Okay, now we have Barrett in battle. So let me see. Biggs and I got the code on this door. Oh, there you are. Code decipher. Alright, let's go in here and then talk to this guy again.
Jesse, not Biggs again.
I think you have to press this, I'm not sure what it's called.
And
But
you missed a few things.
See, that's frustrating.
There's some treasure chests at the bottom, sir.
Push the button over there. I think it's this one. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, by the way, don't ask me about my opinion on Final Fantasy in general. If I play Final Fantasy, that just means I like it.
I mean, about a few months ago, I finally finished Final Fantasy X for the first time. And while I didn't like the final handful of bosses, the ending was actually pretty good, all things considered. It really just depends. The only Final Fantasy games I have played as of now, like 7 and 10 are the only ones that I've finished from start to finish. No kidding. I'm currently playing Final Fantasy VIII. I have yet to complete Final Fantasy Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. And Final Fantasy VI. I have... Oh, and Final Fantasies 1 and 2 for the Game Boy Advance. I have yet to finish Final Fantasies 6 and 1. For some reason, for 6 in general, I just can't seem to get around it.
I know what games I play.
Cocky, are you?
Alright, now we just wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. And the elevator music, come on, give me some elevator music. We need some classics here.
Okay, like what?
And I'm making good time. And there's no items, so let's just go down and see what the heck is going on. What the heck? Oh boy. Alright, now we get to see Barrett. Here we are. And of course the enemies go first.
Taking their time, though. That's the worst type
Yeah.
of enemy.
And yes. So yeah, battles are easy. I'm keeping them in.
Really just depends
Yeah,
on the
don't ask me
situation,
about
really.
Final Fantasy in general. The only Final Fantasy games I've played so far are 7 through 10. Well, 7, 8, and 10. I haven't played 9, and I do have 9.
And to this day, I have not played 9. I have had that game for over a decade, and I've yet to play it. My apologies.
My list of Let's Plays that I plan on doing in the future in my About section on my channel. Oh boy, this is awful.
That's not happening anytime soon. If at all.
That's easy. Legis Capone, FTW. Copyright this one guy.
Brental Floss. I actually watched that recently. Not too long ago.
I don't know what his name is, but I'll put his link into the description.
Brental Floss. That was a Brental
Just
Floss
like I did with
reference.
Fall. Push the
Fall is another Let's Player, a small Let's Player that I've watched constantly back in the day. PHA quadruple L. That's how you spell his name.
OK button in front of the ladder to grab it down and use the direction. Alright. Kind of hard to tell because it's 3D models in a 2D background. Oh. Potion. Nice. Alright, let's go down. Keep continuing on going down. It said I'm on here. Here. Oh, okay, where am I gonna go? Where am I going? Am I going down?
I was going to say something about the polygons and the pre-rendered backgrounds. I like the look better here than in the updated re-releases. They just don't look
And as
right
always,
to
in
me.
typical RPG fashion, be aware of random encounters next to a save point. Oh dear. Oh great, was that 3 turns you just did?
No, just the one.
And you're dead? No, you're not. Well, he's dead. No, don't use that.
Well, at least it did nothing.
You're so dead. Oh no, you're not. Actually, this is good. I need that. Why? Because I think we're coming up to the first boss of this game.
I think so too, yes.
I wonder something. Do we have any materia? Let me see.
I think you have lightning.
No. But do I have magic? At least. Ice.
Ice and lightning. He's got nothing.
Well, looks like we're gonna have to use a potion. The first potion used a freaking save. Oh well. 11 minutes. Capture time, 50 minutes. That's actually good enough to end part 1. Whoops.
Yep. Okay, let's see how the stream is. Okay, stream is good. Let's continue.
As usual, it does take... For the first saving of every game, it takes forever. Then it takes short time if you constantly save. And what is that on the ground? Restore! I'm gonna have to put that on Barrett's. Alright then, let me see. Wait a minute.
Nah, Barrett's more of an attack magic type of guy rather than a
Key items,
healer.
no. Equip. Am I supposed to put it on Cloud?
Wait.
Alright, I guess I'll have to...
Oh yeah, you don't learn the materia option until you get back home. I forgot about that.
Wait, what the heck? Okay, let's go here. Ignore what I picked up. Alright then. Alright. Oh great, they're pulling a Megatron on this poor schmuck. Galvatron.
That references the 80s animated Transformers movie.
If you have not seen the Transformer movie, the 80s one, then you are no fan.
And now people are hating on the Michael Bay films.
So yeah, the biggest strength in this game so far is that I like its music.
Yeah, there's more to it than that.
I think for its time, It did look great. It reminded me of Majora's Mask.
Kind of. I mean, I kind of still think for its time, Final Fantasy VII does look good even outside of battles. I have read and seen that the marketing for this game was kind of a lie. They only showed the FMV sequences, but not the gameplay, and that got people a little bit irritated. That's a little bit of an understatement, but apart from that, honestly, I actually do like the look of Final Fantasy VII in general. I mean, if they could have done it, the character models outside of battle should have looked like the models inside of battle. As well as work on the localization. Change those two things, I think this would have been pretty impressive.
Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Oh, if that just kills him in one hit, I'd be very happy. Hey, Cloud, I don't think a freaking sword's gonna cut through this guy. But hey, whatever makes you happy. Please go on Barrett, because I actually want to see... No, of course not. Always get the most depressing guy on the planet. Well, as far as I know.
I don't know why I piggybacked on other people's comments concerning Cloud. Gosh, especially later on when you learn how Cloud actually is. Excuse me. Yeah, I remember one person saying that the remake gave Cloud a personality. Cloud does have personality in the original. You just gotta give it time, just like any other character development.
Bolt. Scorpion Tail. Please hit Barrett. Nope, nope, nope. How much does he... Okay. Cloud, you're going out to attack, while Barrett, you can have...
Oh boy. Speaking of poor localization. Attack while its tail's up. Do not do that. Do the exact opposite. It's going to counterattack with its laser.
Oh, great. He's going to counterattack. Oh, he'll do that. Barrett, come on. Come on. Yeah!
And why do you... Okay. Yep. Let him reap the consequences. Let him reap the consequences.
I'm gonna be extremely mad. Laser tail. Okay, I think it's about time we frigging use potion. Okay, he lowered his tail. We're safe. Big shot.
Man. Still not dead.
Come on, come on. Okay, he is dead. Nice. FTW. Again, copyright this one guy. I don't know his name. Ah, that is so sad. Ooh, I could equip that on him. Alright then. Let's get out of here. 10 minutes to detonation, and they put the timer on, and good thing in the pause menu, I don't have to do squat. Alright, let's see. Gatling gun.
I think they changed that, like... I think in Final Fantasy VIII, the timer goes on even if you're paused.
Only one potion.
Or in the
We're
menu.
gonna make the best of it. Let's go.
Oh wait, the timer does go while you're in the menu. Okay.
If only I had tent.
Please don't
There should
save.
be one around here somewhere.
I
I can't put on cure yet. Maybe I have strep throat. Then again, I never had it before.
And I don't think I've had it still.
Oh, you jerks.
There's a way to combat that. You press the escape buttons and then let go, and there you go. You don't use it to escape, you use it to turn around.
Just get out of here, Cloud. Random encounters can wait. Yeah, you are a slow climber. The fastest climbers are that of Assassin's Creed. You are no assassin, nor do you have any creed.
I've only watched Assassin's Creed. I've never played it myself. Heavens plays it. Oh, now I'm escaping.
Oh yeah. Hold R1 and L1 to escape. If your turn gauge is full. I'm calling it a turn gauge.
Your active time
Yeah,
battle
I can call it
gauge.
that. Come on, get up. Alright. Okay, let's talk to this guy.
Woman.
Oh man. I'm Cloud. Move. What? I can't get up there? I can't get up there? Oh, okay.
It's very angle sensitive.
I guess I wasn't right in front of it. Not a good angle there, game.
I don't think I've done this at all, but you could press the select button to show you where you hit to show you markings on the like essentially hand arrows to show you where the next location is at.
Oh boy. Hold L1 and R1. Wait until our turn gauge is full. It just takes one turn. And there you go. Works every time. Unless some idiot decides to put haste on these guys. Yes, haste does exist in this game for those who don't know. And let me tell you, you don't get it through these guys, you get it through another one. Okay, I'm going the right way, good.
I was going to say something, but then I forgot. Oh. I think I have
And
enough
of course,
time
elevator.
to fight any enemy I come across.
Code Cipher? Nice. Good work, Jesse.
Correct?
Alright, be careful. Biggs. Man, how many times am I gonna see Biggs or Wedge in a Final Fantasy game?
I think I've heard Final Fantasy VI was the start of it.
Okay, I am out. Come on, Jesse, get up. I need water. It's getting better. Whoops. Accidentally spilled some.
Well, don't spill any more. The carpet in that room was especially
so
bad.
I take it that the planet is going to explode somehow. Everything's back. Alright. I'm guessing his butt was on fire.
Pretty much.
Alright, we are out of here. Rendezvous at Sector 8 station. Split up and get on the train. Hey. Alright. If it's just a train, it's fine. Come on, Cloud. What the heck? Run, Cloud. I'm holding the X button. Maybe I'm not holding hard enough.
I think the PlayStation, the original PlayStation controller, the DualShock one, the buttons had to be pressed a lot harder in order for the run button to be apparent. Yeah, I've since switched to the PS1 white variant of the DualShock 1 controller, and that seems to work fine.
Luckily, I have no carpal tunnel.
I still don't have carpal tunnel.
Hey, there you are, flower girl. I'm just walking. You better get out of here.
She gives you a flower if you pick the second option.
Yeah, just get out of here, pretty girl. Or you'll regret it somehow. Oh, item. Potion. And let's go.
And I think she brings up that flower the next time you see her.
Huh? Fight them later. You are crap shots. Later.
Yeah, I think even if you pick fight them, you still run away.
And much more later. Jump! Hey, Coinky Dink, we have a train. And yes, I am playing this game on the PlayStation 1. The reason why I'm playing this on the PlayStation 1 is because the composite cables you put in the PlayStation 2 easily slip out.
Yeah, I think that was the issue for the PlayStation 2 Slim I had at the time. And also another reason for playing on the original PlayStation was because I wasn't that savvy into the emulation scene, so I, at the time, preferred to play games on original hardware. I still do for the modern consoles. The only ones that I would play on emulation if I were to make videos of those games are handheld games, so Game Boy, PlayStation Portable, N64, if ever. Actually, yeah, I got it working. Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, the majority of the games I play are on original hardware, just modified.
So, PlayStation 1's gonna have to do.
And even then, I heard that you can play PlayStation 1 games
Sparrow knows for a fact that I can't die.
on the PlayStation 2 through components. There just has to be a certain
faith in me.
Workaround.
And I'm playing this game with a classic PlayStation 1 controller.
Fun fact, I bought that at a corner store. You know, like one of those stores that you go to, they sell candy. It's pretty much like a gas station without the gas station. They also sold t-shirts as well.
I never said you were.
I'm not sure.
I wonder how long can I survive outside this house with $10 in my pocket. Here we go.
Not long, man. Not long.
Well, the scene ain't that big. You know, if I actually meet someone who speaks like that, I don't know what I would do.
Especially when there's an apostrophe between the I and T. How does that work? Maybe that's their way of trying to go above the censor border.
That's coming out of your paycheck, dude. Alright, we're moving out. See, we got a wedge. And that's Biggs. Biggs and Wedge are in the next game too. Yes, I will. Let's play that. Although it might take a long time, because even if you do like a strong level up, there is no armor though.
Yeah, in Final Fantasy VIII, When you level up, normal enemies level up with you, so the stronger you are, the stronger the normal fights are. The only enemies that won't change in strength are the boss fights. The key thing about Final Fantasy VIII is leveling up the Guardian forces you have. They are the key to your gameplay mechanics. And believe me, you'll reap the rewards when you do level the Guardian forces up. And it's pretty much recommended to get every Guardian force you find in that game. The last Guardian force I extracted was, I believe, Leviathan. No. No, Eden's much later. I need to get back to playing that game.
Yeah, there's no armor in the next game. You just need to upgrade your sword, and that's it.
From what I've read, you can level up to 100, and it will still be a challenge. No armor at all. Yeah, pretty much. So it's pretty much recommended that you play Final Fantasy VIII at
I wonder what happens if we didn't save her.
a low level.
But I like talking to people in an RPG, even if they're annoying ones.
Just rude. I was going to say something. Yeah, level up the Guardian forces. Leveling up your characters do not matter in the slightest. Find the life magic, because that's actually kind of broken. Once I've learned where to grind for life, I barely had much issue sometime later. So, yeah, it's a bit of work, but it is manageable. And since I started a part, let me see the stream. Okay, let's continue.
My most hated one so far is still Goro, and will always be Goro till the very day I die.
You are still living. You're right here.
And of course we sit down. Looks like everyone's sitting down now. Where the freak is Cloud? I wonder what happened in the last train. Explain, dude. Something is your friend. Let me see. Seems the train hasn't switched.
That was a reference to one nostalgic review in regards to this one movie, Sidekicks, starring Chuck Norris and Jonathan Brandis. The scene in question was two characters talking, but there wasn't a beginning scene to that scene transition. And so he's like, say something. Transitions are your friends.
Security mode yet. So we're waiting for that. Oh yeah. I know for a fact that you have to talk to Jesse in order to do something. But let's talk to everyone else first. Sit down and shut up. I have no option to sit down, so let's talk to these guys. Someday Avalanche gotta be famous, and me too. I take it you're still a kid. What do you think? I got a bright future ahead of me? What do you have in mind? You will, dude. You will.
Considering what happens to these three, yeah.
Alright. Oh, God. I cannot read that map.
It's fairly basic.
1 of 1,000 scale. 50 meters above ground. Main support structure holds a plate up to the center, and there's other support structures built in each section. Number 1 blew up was the northern one. Alright. Alright. And the people behind me couldn't wait until I was done with this. Then they'll do the dishes.
Yeah. This was a problem that I've had. I would be so focused on Let's Playing, I would not give other people in the house some consideration. Yeah.
Oh well.
It's even worse when it's even worse when the walls in the house are so paper thin they could hear you through it. Hika was living in one room behind me, and usually I let's play early in the morning. By that time, she was probably still asleep. That was bad.
Uh-huh. Anyone can tell we look suspicious. We are using fake IDs. Fake IDs do not work anymore, my lady. Or my man, I don't know.
Lady.
This was made in the freaking... What? Oh. Okay, you're a lady. Now I can tell. You kind of look like Paige from Dark Cloud.
That's just her bandana, sir.
When the lights go off, you never know what kind of creeps will come out. You mean like security idiots? Yeah, cops are never that good in games. Not actual cops, I just mean like video game cops. They're not good.
I mean, having played...
Especially games like Grand Theft Auto.
Let's see. Earthbound had cops, and yeah, especially at the beginning of the game, they were kind of a tough fight, and they were kind of idiots. As for the Grand Theft Auto comment, while I've never played Grand Theft Auto before, and I never will, but from what I've seen, it's the littlest of mistakes will set a cop off. They are very, very trigger happy.
Oh well. A floating city. Pretty unsettling scenery. The upper world. It's because of this. I heard there's a loss in translation in this game. Apparently, under those symbols are practically F-bombs or other certain curse words that I will not say in this session.
Yeah, I've heard the PC version of Final Fantasy VII censors more of some of these words. That's very interesting.
Hmm. You are chewing the scenery, Cloud.
No, chewing the scenery means you're being way too over the top.
I wouldn't mind living in the slums if not for the fact I can't shower every day. Then again, how the heck does Era herself get herself cleaned up?
I have no idea. I guess I'll cross that bridge whenever our world ends up in the state of Midgard.
I'm out of the train. Yes, I am. This mission was a success, but don't get lazy now. The hard part is still to come. Don't be scared of explosions. Explosions are cool, my man. Be back at the hideout. Move out. Now, I believe if you go down there, it's blocked. Up here is a save point and something you can't enter yet. So, I'm gonna save right now. That way I don't have to worry about anything later. You have to wait until slot 1 is highlighted and then you have to save. Till then,
That's all. Yeah, I know in Final Fantasy VIII you could immediately access your memory card, but in Final Fantasy VII you have to wait until the text highlights bright and then you could choose it. It literally loads the memory card.
yeah.
Also, this is not a long video. I'm nearing 6 minutes already.
Guessing somebody's entering his hideout without permission. Oh well. Alright, let's go up here first. I actually want to check this town out. What the heck? Here we go. Let's go in here first. I'm guessing this is a training exercise. Alright, let me talk to this guy first. You can't just walk in here without buying something. Well, I don't know how much money I have. Let me see. 500, huh? Alright, we got armor here.
You might as well wait until you get paid, sir.
He's using that. That's a grenade. I'll buy 2 of these. He's not in my party. No, he is not. Alright. Let me put this on. And let me sell this. And for some odd reason, I can't sell a Gatling gun even though I equip the other gun.
I believe that's because that's their canon weapon even outside this game.
I think I'm thinking the wrong weapon. That's fine. What's up here? I think there's an item in here. No unauthorized. Says today, yeah. That again. I have no idea, so let's go. Apparently there's something up here, which apparently I can't get to.
There's a ladder right there.
Oh. I'm a blind idiot. What's up here? This is a slum. You can't stay here for free. 10 gil.
Yeah, I don't talk with NPCs often in some of the games I play. I probably should do it a lot more often, since they do give me items.
And, okay, I'm gonna go back to the headquarters. Hey, Barrett. Well, I'm a member, so of course I can go on ahead. I should be going on ahead whenever I want to. I am not Papa. I am not your daddy. From what I can tell, I am not married. Of course not, because I'm a scary looking... yeah. Not this time. And this is Tifa. She will join us. And I'm going out to buy her new armor. Select. Alright, let me see what everyone has to say. First drink on the job. He's already drunk. Why don't you have one too? Why not? And I'm not giving it. And I'm not giving any whatsoever. Come on. Oh man. This theme. It reminds me of that dude in the Suede's review of the movie. I could put it in the lyrics. Yeah, why not? Give me some violets, kick some butt. Let me tell you something. About what?
Yeah, I have not watched that review in years. I mean, last I've checked of that guy, he was doing Pokemon synopsis reviews.
Always lets me taste her cooking. I can see why you're freaking fat. I'm really poorly, at least he admits it. Unlike one person, well, technically he's not admitting anything. He's just stubborn because he's fat. Wonder what for. Now I know for a fact. Okay, just regular talking to her. Go for a fact. You do this, then he comes in. I said cross-legged. Need some violence. I want some violence. Kick some butt.
In context, I guess the scene that he was complaining about, there wasn't a lot of anything happening, so he's just expecting someone to just brawl out already. That dude in the Sway's review of Final Fantasy VII had children.
Gay guy, mommy shoes, kick some butt. Those are literally the lyrics. And I'll put the link to the description if I can find that video. Send the drink.
I wonder if that link is dead.
I don't feel like it. Why? Because the last guy didn't give me any.
I hardly
I can make a
update
drink
descriptions,
just as good as anyone
so
else.
yeah, it probably might be a dead link.
I guess I have to go down. Are you feeling alright? Why? I just rest and have to pay 10 gil just to get some rest. Alright, let me see. What a blast. This calculation somewhere. Is they going a little too uptight? No. Nope. If there was anyone from Soldier, we wouldn't be standing here now. Dogoth. I'm just glad Biggs is strong enough to handle a masculine black dude.
I forgot that happened.
He just pulled a melee on him. Super Smash Bros. Melee.
You know, where characters hit the screen and fall.
Why would I? Then what do you care about? Why do you live, Mr. Cloud?
Okay, part 4. Let's see. Everything is fine from what it looks. Continue.
Can I move? That was fast. Hey there, Tifa. Nope. People are dying. That's what people do. Another link into the description if I can find it.
I forgot what that video title is, but I don't know. Someone added a song in a couple of scenes in the BBC show Sherlock. And one of the lyrics in the video was "People are dying," and then it cuts to Moriarty said that's what people do when Sherlock and John first met Moriarty. I still have no idea what the name of that video is. And quite frankly, I haven't watched Sherlock in forever, so I don't think I care to.
How can you say that? So yeah, take that option. Actually, I don't think one or the other option is gonna change squat at all. By the way, I am gonna look up a guide of how to get this one character. Sorry, but I'm not gonna have to reload my save just to freaking get this guy. I want to get him on the first go.
I think, well, since I said him, obviously it's Vincent, but I don't know why I needed a guide. Getting him is, hey, finally getting to him is the easy part. The hard part is everything else you need in order to get him.
Everyone looks up the wiki. Why not look up a website that looks pretty good? I forgot what the website's called. I think it's called Forgotten Memory.
I don't know if I still have bookmarks of Forgotten Memories. I do know that I have links for Final Fantasy VIII in regards to Guardian Forces and weapon magazines. But I don't know if that's Forgotten Memories.
Don't get me wrong, I like the wiki pages.
Eh.
Too much.
The problem with the wiki pages is that they change way too often. I used to have a wiki account because I wanted to change a few things about Xenosaga, of which I have never changed a wiki ever. So, yeah, I deleted my account a while ago.
I want something simple. Anyways, let's see what they promised. You want to talk to me about something? Your heads look the same. I'm leaving this town for Midgar. All boys are leaving our town. No. But I'm different from all of them. I'm not just going to find a job.